Hi everyone and welcome back. So it's been a while, but today is actually a really exciting day. So, you know, when you're into BMWs like I am, I'm into BMW 3 Series E46 body style. So you start with 323, 325, and then you move on to 328 or 330, whatever the case might be. You know, I had a few 330s and I really love them. But the more you drive them, the longer you have them, you're always looking for that pinnacle, that top tier BMW E46, which is BMW E46 M3. So finally, after owning so many of non-M cars, today's the day when I finally got my BMW E46 M3. And let me show you what it looks like. What you're looking at is a 2002 BMW E46 M3. Obviously the 2002 doesn't have the LED taillights. Also it doesn't have that fin looking thing in there because it's considering as a pre-facelift E46 M3. It has a bunch of trash in the car, so again, half of it is my stuff, half of it is just whatever it came with. You know, obviously, as you see, there's an SMG transmission in there, which I don't mind. As I said, the first E46 M3, you cannot really be super picky about it, but obviously it has these 19-inch competition CSL, whatever they are, wheels, which are, I think, replicas, and they have a wrong offset in them. The rear looks really tucked in, so the front is sticking out a little bit, but the rear you cannot even see it, which looks ugly. Of course, I'm going to fix it down the road. It has these weird looking black turn signals, same with these reflectors over here, and the BMW black M grills, black BMW emblem, and this weird looking license plate holder in the front, which looks like this car has a mouth and the two teeth, or the rest of the teeth are missing, so it looks like a weird mouth thing. Obviously the car hasn't been washed in so long. This car's been sitting at the auction for quite some time. So this car is a clean title, which is I'm really excited about, because you know, these M cars, they hold their value somewhat when especially when they're clean title. So yeah, let's move to the back. It has this M3 logo that's been moved for some weird reason all the way in the edge. They usually come all the way like somewhere here, but for some reason it got relocated over here, and it has these weird looking exhaust tips, which is actually has different muffler. And the worst part is that, let me show you, the exhaust is hot, so I wouldn't be able to touch it with my hands, but it has really bad play in them because the muffler mounts are gone. I would need to take care of that as soon as possible, because anytime you hit the bump or seam on the road, it makes a really weird sound. As I said, this one is a 2002, it has a clean title, has about 153,500 miles. Obviously, knowing these cars, the SMG pump is not really reliable thing. So obviously this car being an SMG transmission, it had one of those things that the pump wasn't functioning properly. So the owner of this car, which was it was a dealer car. It was one of the used cars from Honda dealership, so they decided to put it on the dealer auction and just sell it as is. And I bought it. So I sold my ZHP and I rolled pretty much all of the money that I made on ZHP towards this car. So I took this car to a mechanic shop that I know, a really nice guy. He does Beamers only, and he was able to fix it. We've put a different SMG pump in it. Actually, I picked it up today from the mechanic shop, and yeah, that was kind of my first, I don't know, somewhat like 12 miles or so that I've put on the car. Everything through seems fine for now. Obviously, I'm not pushing the car or driving it like an idiot. First of all, just because I just got it, I gotta get used to it. And second of all, it has a bunch of other issues that I gotta fix. Oil leaks, it has like leaking differential and other things that I would need to take care of myself. So I guess let me show you the engine bay real quick. I am really excited to own this car. As I said, this is a big difference compared to regular 330. You know, obviously you have your 3.2 inline 6 S54 engine. You have a 6-speed transmission instead of my automatic 5-speed. You have limited slip differential. You have wider body. You have pretty much different body panels as far as side skirts and the bumpers and all of that stuff. You have your quad exhaust and a bunch of other interior things. You know, M car is an M car. It's not your regular E46. So yeah, it has a leaky valve cover, which is dripping on the heat shield where exhaust manifold is, and it makes the weird smell. Smells weird once those exhaust manifolds are heated. Anyway, that's one thing. Also, it has, I think, oil pan leaks or something like that, differential leak as I mentioned, and so the SMG pump actually located underneath these intake manifold, and you know, it was right around 6 or 7 hours of labor, along with the reprogramming, bleeding, and all of that stuff for a mechanic to fix it. So they had to take this whole thing off. This is actually the reservoir for the SMG, and for those who doesn't know, they had to do all this stuff, and as I said, it took quite some time, but you know, I'm glad that fixed the issue and the car is drivable right now. Overall, that's pretty much it for now. As I said, this car's been sitting at the auction for at least 2 weeks. Well, actually, it's been more than 2 weeks. I think it's been about a month. And before that, who knows how long it's been sitting, but I know for sure that it's been quite some time because all of the jams over here are filled with leaves and just some weird mud looking dust, and same on this side, and same over here, just a bunch of leaves everywhere. Over here is just literally like a half of the tree just sitting there. And the interior, obviously, oh, by the way, I already got the oil and air filter as well, because it's funny, this car has an air filter from 2005. So yeah, 15-year-old air filter. So I'm pretty much done here with the engine bay, somewhat done. Now I'm going to do the following. So I already disconnected the battery right up there, and I'm going to take the steering wheel off because I want to replace this lower part. So on SMG cars, this one is gray instead of being black on the manual cars. So I actually have the M3 steering wheel in a pretty good condition, but I'm still going to use just this lower black part. This is crazy, it's always like this. Whenever I get a new car, it just takes so long to learn about it, to dial it in. So as you probably saw, I just swapped the steering wheel, the bottom piece, and also took those weird looking brackets off of the bumper, in the middle of the bumper right there. And just kind of been going around and looking at things, what I might need. Obviously we need to do a bunch of engine oil leaks are everywhere, and it's already making a quick puddle. We'll need to take care of that too. Well, I've partially vacuumed the interior, whatever I could. It's pretty late already, or early I should say. I think it's like 4 a.m. So probably gonna wipe down the dashboard a little bit so it won't be as sticky and dusty as it is, and I'm probably gonna wrap up for now. As I said, it needs a lot of work, and one of these days probably need to just come here earlier and spend the whole day, and it'll be done. So that's about it for today. I guess I'll see you all next video next time. Bye bye.